Good day, everyone, especially to our teacher in Agrifishery 2, Professor Leia Charito Tambolero. I am Lloyd O. Carino, and I am going to report my topic. Those are predators and biopesticides. So let's start. So what is predators? So a predator is an animal that attacks and feeds on other animals. So they are prey. They prey is killed and usually mostly or entirely eaten. So these are free living organisms which prey upon other organisms for their food. So the predator will gonna eat the prey. Next slide. So these are the predators. So first is spiders. Spiders are well-known predators. They catch insects to feed on them, either by hunting them down or by entrapping them in a web. In a healthy crop, many spiders will be present. They play an important role in keeping pest population under control. So spiders is very important. Next slide. And the next slides is lady beetles. So another common predator is the lady beetle. Both adults and larvae of this insect feed on aphids and other small insects. Carabid beetles. So carabid beetles are often seen in rice fields where they hunt for their prey. Let's move to the next. So this is the picture of the carabid beetles. So next is merid bugs. So merid bugs are important predators that help to keep BPH populations at low levels. Next is dragonflies. So dragonflies are predators that hunt for flying insects. Yes. And the next is praying mantis. Praying mantis catch other insects by grabbing them with their long front legs. So this is so next. In rice fields, predators can be found even in the water, so they can also be found in water and on the surface of the water. For example, water striders. So these are the water striders and names of damselflies. So this is the names of damselflies plays an important roles in maintaining the ecological balance. Except for the already mentioned predators, best beneficial insect spiders, these are examples of animals that can help to reduce pest populations. So some birds eat insects and can be invited to the crop by placing perches. So birds can also be a predator. Chicken can be allowed in the field to feed on caterpillars. Some farmers use ducks in the rice field as predators of snails and insects. Frogs and insects and snails kill rats. So those are the predators. So let's move on to biopesticides. So what is biopesticides? So those are microorganisms which infest and cause diseases in their hosts as a result of which hosts are killed. So major group of pathogens are fungi, viruses, and bacteria. Some nematodes also cause diseases in some insect pests. So Diseases of pests can be mass multiplied in the laboratory at low cost in the liquid or powdered formulations that can be sprayed like ordinary chemical pesticides. So these formulations are known as biopesticides. So these are the non-chemical pesticides like ordinary Russia. So let's proceed to the different types of biocontrol practices are grouped as under introduction, augmentation, and conservation. So what is introduction? So in this process, a new species of bioagent is introduced into a locality for its establishment agents against its hosts. This is done only after thorough laboratory examinations and field trials for its efficacy. So they are going to have a new species, they will create that so that it can be beneficial, it can be used. So next, augmentation is the second. In this process, the population of natural animals already present in the area is increased by releasing either laboratory reared or field collected bioagents of same species in such number as would require to suppress the pest population in that area. So the population of the pest is increasing, so they need to have augmentation for that. So next, the last is conservation. This is most important component of biological control and plays a role in pest suppression. In this process, natural enemies present in the nature are protected from being killed. So the predators that is can be protected and the prey will be eliminated. So next slides is the different practices required to protect the natural enemies are as below. Collection of parasitized egg masses and placing them in bamboo cage cambered purchased for allowing emergence of parasitoids and withholding of pest larvae. Next is educating farmers through field days, radios and TV differentiate pests and defenders and sparing the defenders during field sprays. Chemical spray should be adapted as last resort that two after observing pest defender ratio. Use of broad spectrum pesticides should be avoided and only selective and relative environmental friendly or REF pesticides should be used where necessary. So the pesticide used that is not can or does not harm any natural enemies. So it is some natural. So the continuation is as far as possible strip or spot application of pesticides be carried out. Next is adjustment of time of sowing and harvesting to avoid peak season of pest attacks. So you need to do that. Growing trap crop on the borders of main fields before the actual sowing of crop to trap pests and development natural enemies. Next is root dip or seedling treatment for gall midge prone area. And next is crop rotation and intercropping also help in conservation of defenders. And lastly, recommended dose and concentration of pesticides should be used. So there are limitations in using pesticides and there are some practices that we are going to use so that we can avoid and we can not harm the natural enemies. So next. And that ends my report. Thank you for listening and I thank you. Pila ka minutes